around 3 hour wing. This movie, it is kind of Netflix. It's called The Force, and this movie, it is came out in 2024, and it is centers around. We see Isaiah. He is raised by his single mother. She works in the salon, and the mom is like telling Isaiah to get a job. Get hold on to your life, do something with it, and when I guess Isaiah, he has no choice, so he gets this job in this fitness company where this CEO of this fitness company basically takes him under his wing, like gives him this job where he works in this warehouse and where he meets all these people. And yeah, from the story point of view, I really thought this movie will be something, but actual movie, it is not what it seems. So this movie is PG, and the way this movie was made, I must say overall this movie, especially the message about the characters and the motivation and the life goal, I think it is quite good, especially something like anybody can watch and get inspired by it. And the central story about Isaiah, he's trying to do something with his life, and I guess how he ended up doing something, like end of this movie, it is quite good. But still, I would say this movie is not what it seems from the first or the trailer look of it. I thought overall this movie, it is kind of like a mixed movie. While it is quite inspirational and motivated movie, but it takes a long time to get there, I would say. So in the first act, we see the Isaiah's mom. She's really is this strict mother, and she's just pushing him really hard and everything, and I'm like, there, come on, give him a break. Like she was really hard on him, like she's telling everyone, Isaiah, he's so lazy and he's not doing anything with his life. And I just there like, come on, he seems like a good boy. And they're like, I did like Isaiah's character. I think most people will like him. He's very good character, like someone you can get behind and everything. And he does have good work ethic also, and his attitude, very realistic. However, his mom beginning of this movie was really hard on him. I just like, well, give him a break. And especially, he didn't have a dad, so maybe she had a reason to be. But when he meets this guy who is the CEO of this company, all these robots work in this company in the fitness, and everything in the storyline there, it is okay, I will say. Of course, there is a twist in the story over there. Of course, he meet his dad, who is also works there, and also this movie does have some religious belief and religious background, and like it does bring it here. Like it's kind of like a faith-based story they are telling here. I would say the first act for this movie is good, interesting, motivated. The middle act for this movie, it is a little bit boring and dragged out, I will say. Like the director, he was like what was he thinking about this movie? Obviously, he got lost, and you feel it as the audience. So the middle act is a little bit dragged down. If I'm being honest, it is kind of like it almost goes to the boring territory. Like it will go for some people. So I'm not gonna say this movie is perfect. However, the last act does picks up this movie story-wise, I would say, and the last act where I think like overall this movie was okay for me. Like it's not a bad movie by any mean, but a lot of people will be bored watching this, which is sad because this movie does have a very good message and motivation about the character. Something I appreciated it, honestly. Especially I feel like it will be good inspiration for, especially this PG movie. So the main reason overall, I think most people will like this movie is Isaiah, the actor who played Isaiah. He was quite good. I think he's an upcoming new actor. I have not seen him in anything. I think he did really good job. He had a good chemistry with the guy who was like the CEO of the company, and all the other friend he had in this movie, like not friend, like the co-worker, like how he developed all this mentorship with all these people. I thought I liked it, like all the story there, his friendship and how he was working with and how he learned about, working with the team and everything. And the robot storyline I also like. Overall, this movie, it is like it still is good movie. It's just like, I'm gonna be honest, it did feel a little dragged in the middle, But overall, it did came like at the end, it did came together and everything. I did like, I guess, end of this movie. Isaiah is still, oh, but it is interesting movie, but it's not what you think. It's not a. It doesn't have that much action or anything. I guess that was my thinking end of it. Like, I was just like, oh. Although I did like Isaiah. And that was my thought on this. Let me know in the comment. What do you think about this movie? If you enjoyed about this review, do watch other reviews on other movies. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.